Here we go. Oh, I guess I need a seatbelt too.
That's probably good.
Probably helpful. We're driving in London. Driving in London.
You're doing it.
I am.
You're good.
Today is a very exciting day because we are going to be setting out on a road trip around Great Britain. However, it's also a little bit of a sad day because we're leaving London and we really loved London.
Yeah, we kind of wish we could stay a couple more days.
Definitely. I'm sad to say goodbye to this view. This is such a cool church and I've loved staying in this neighborhood. We've been staying in Shoreditch and it's just a really cool neighborhood. We're right off of the Old Street tube station and I want to live here. Let's move here.
I think it's a little more difficult than that.
We also are going to be renting a car for this road trip and I
Get to drive.
get to drive. I've never driven in the UK before. I was just taking a crash course in learning some of the signs. I haven't driven a manual in over 10 years, but we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it. So let's go pick up our car. Goodbye to our cute flat in London. I won't miss you. I still don't understand what cupboard means, but it doesn't work. Doesn't work to dry your clothes. And just like that, we're off. Let's head to the tube so we can go get our car.
Should be interesting.
I guess first we have to get these back down the 4 flights of stairs.
Should be better than going up at least.
Dropping our keys in the slot, so hopefully we didn't forget anything.
Did that again for the last time.
All right, now we're off to go get our car. It is pretty tall when you get up pretty close to it.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
We didn't do the London Eye on this trip to London. I feel like it's one of those things that you're supposed to do, but it just seemed very expensive for what it is to us. So I don't know, should we do it on our next trip? Because I think it is one of those experiences you're supposed to do, but maybe you guys in England, you're like, no, you don't need to, you're fine. Also, the other day, going to walk all the way down here from after we crossed the Tower Bridge into Southwark. However, we got a little bit too tired of walking and we did a big bus tour instead. So we figured while we're over here to pick up our car, we might as well come take a look at the Elizabeth clock since the scaffolding is mostly down. There's still a little bit at the bottom, but it's quite lovely compared to the pictures I was looking at a few weeks ago. So we got here just in time. A little bit different view down here, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, the House of Parliament are still pretty, even with some scaffolding around them.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We found a little gift shop by the London Eye. What'd you find there, Kara?
Well, this is the first postcard I've seen with Prince Charles on it, so I had to get one of those, and a full English. And I just really like the saying "mind the gap." It's great. So I got a little tea towel that says that, and a pen that also says "mind the gap." Yeah, I just love it because in America we're like, watch your step, but here they're like so polite, mind the gap. There is still a bit of scaffolding on the Parliament building and a little bit at the bottom of Elizabeth Tower, but it is such a beautiful view. I keep calling it either Elizabeth Clock, Elizabeth Tower, or Elizabeth Clock Tower, but I think it's actually the Elizabeth Tower.
And then Big Ben is actually the bell at the top of the tower and not the clock itself.
Yeah, I feel like we've heard a lot of people call it Big Ben, but that's not the correct name for the whole tower itself. I mean, not that we know, I keep messing up the actual name of it. I'm so glad that we decided to take a small detour, but now I have to go get the car. We just got our car rental. Looks like we got ourselves a little Fiat, little mini SUV. Here we go. Oh, I guess I need a seatbelt too.
That's probably good.
Probably helpful. We're driving in London. Driving in London.
You're doing it.
I am.
You're good.
It's weird, but it's wow. use turn signals to switch lanes here?
I would assume so.
Hey, so far this isn't so bad, but also there aren't that many cars around, so. Now I know, put it in first again when you stop at a light. We're driving in London right now.
Yeah, we just drove past the Houses of Parliament and Westminster Abbey.
Should we drive by Buckingham Palace real quick?
Good.
No, let's not. I don't want to. Are we listening to Taylor Swift's song about her English boyfriend right now? I love it. Good choice, Jeremy. Good choice.
I had to put on London Boy while we're still in London.
Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Merging into traffic on a highway is not my favorite thing so far. We just went for it and we lucked out. We made it. I mean, once you've driven in London, like, what else is there, right?
Yeah, fair.
If we can get out of London without a ding on the car, we'll be fine. Not to brag or anything, but I just parallel parked for the first time on a very wrong side of the road, and I did it quite perfectly.
You did it your first try.
I did it pretty good. It was pretty good. One try, nailed it. So now we're gonna go to something that we are excited about.
Yeah.
We have, basically today, I don't think we've even mentioned, we are heading to Windsor.
Yeah.
That's where our first destination is. That's where we're staying tonight. However, on our way out of London, we have stopped in Richmond to check out one filming location of a certain Ted Lasso. And I'm very excited because I can see the red phone booths from here, and I'm very excited about it. Our little Fiat is quite cute, isn't she? I don't know if you guys watch Ted Lasso, but I think we both love Ted Lasso.
It was a really good, or has been a really good show.
It's a really good show. What I didn't realize is that it takes place in Richmond, but it's actually filmed here in Richmond, which we didn't know until we were coming here today. Those are the phone booths that you see in the background in a lot of the show, and like this is the like main area, like where he's staying on that little street. And that right there, I believe on the show it is called the Crown and Anchor.
But in real life, it's called the Prince's Head.
And that's okay, because it's the pub. It actually looks like it in here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you can tell that this is like people's local joint, and they're like, oh, here come the tourists.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Maybe we did London wrong. I guess we're still technically in London, but we hadn't gone to a pub yet. So this is our first pub. And this is my first pint. Oh yeah, that's nice. Our Rock tour driver told us that it was a little more still than our beer tech usually is, and he's right, but I like it. It's good.
And I haven't had coffee yet today, so I got myself a latte. And we will have some traditional pub food, but we got some buffalo tofu wings here, because, I don't know.
You wanted to try?
They sounded good. Good beer, good food.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's not common to be able to walk into a pub that's in a TV show and actually it be a pub and it looks the same and you can drink a beer there, or a latte in my case. And well, we initially thought that there was not anything, I mean, you can't buy merch or anything, which like, that's a missed opportunity on their part. But they did have one of the jerseys from the show, and they had like this little section of signed photos from the cast. So that was neat. I liked that. I just love that like you see this whole area all like in throughout and in the background, and the guy that calls him a wanker all the time.
It's around here.
Yeah. Love it.
It's pretty good.
Cross this one off the list. I guess this might be a good time to mention some of the other places that we're traveling to, because we are going to be traveling throughout the UK, ending in Scotland. We're going to Cornwall, then we're heading up towards Liverpool, York, Newcastle, lots of stuff in between, Edinburgh, Glasgow. We've got a lot on our agenda, and I've got a lot of driving to do. Is the left lane the slow lane now because you're passing on the other side? Because like in America, the right lane is like, you're slower if you're in the right lane. So now I'm not sure. Am I in the slow lane or am I not? Which lane's the slow lane? Which lane's the passing lane? We have made it to our hotel. That was a little bit scary in some spots, but we made it. We are parked in what I feel like is the tightest little spot I've ever seen, but this is probably what most of the trip out here on out is gonna be like. So we made it to our destination for the night, and that makes me happy. We made it to our room at the Holiday Inn Express in Windsor. It'll do.
Yeah, it's fine. How's driving, babe?
I drove in London today,
You
of all
did.
places. I'm still, I don't know. I think it went pretty well. I think I'm doing all right. And we'll see how the rest of it goes. Hopefully there aren't that many roundabouts in the country.
Yeah, there's none of those.
We have got plenty of travels ahead. I mean, we are just setting out on our cross-country road trip, so we'll see you soon. Wish me luck. And wish him luck too, because he's gonna be the passenger.
It's fair.